Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I know that probably it's been a while since my last video on here. I've been actually trying to address some immediate problems, let's say, on Facebook. A lot of people are trying to blame the pandemic and the quarantine for people's shit behavior. I'm not gonna mince words. I have never seen a bird like that before. Wow. That's really pretty. Damn. It's a black and red finch. Oh. Anyways. Thing is, a lot of people are taking upon themselves to actually show their true colors. For instance, there's people, and I've seen firsthand, use this pandemic and the social distancing and the the pandemic, the social distancing, and everything is going on. They're using this as an excuse to display poor character flaws. And these are character flaws: being bigoted, being racist, and unnecessarily hateful. People I thought that were really awesome and good people, I'm starting to question that now. Now more than ever, because a lot of people are using it as an excuse to display their fear and try to drown other people in it, trying to make them feel just as shitty as they are. That's not how you fix things, and that's not how we're going to get through this. Now, I've seen a lot of stories where domestic abuse and child abuse are going strong, and the numbers have increased a lot higher than normal because they're all under the same roof. And the problem is not the coronavirus. It's not the quarantine. It's people not knowing how to take responsibility for their emotions and their behavior. It's people that don't know and don't want to take responsibility for themselves. And now people are realizing, a lot of parents are realizing how shitty their kids are turning out to be because they're under the same roof and they're actually catching their kids and shit. And the increase of child abuse, there is that going on. And there's also a lot of parents actually being parents now. Now, there is a fine line between parenting and basically correcting your child and abusing your child. But the thing is, honestly, we're all getting to see people's true colors. We have hidden behind screens and phones and anything that we can find as a distraction. Everyone has used going out and finding a distraction so much to the point where now that they're made to be home and be by themselves or be with people that, they're supposed to be comfortable with, they're realizing that this isn't what it's all been cracked up to be. And there's a lot of divorces happening too. Because they're finding out that their spouse is not who they think they are now. They're finding out everything that we've hidden from people is coming to light now. I'm just sorry. It took a pandemic for this to happen. It should have not. It shouldn't have taken a pandemic for people's true colors to come out to the surface. This should have been second nature to people, to be themselves, to not be fake. A lot of relationships are coming an abrupt end because so many people are not who they say they are. And it's heartbreaking. You know, I found out that someone I consider a brother isn't there for me the way that I'm there for them. I have been there for their tears and for their wrath. I've been there for their happiness. I have been there for their comfort, and I've been there for their pain. And yet, when I'm going through something and I'm feeling some type of way, I'm told that I mentally just don't have the energy for you right now. Number one, that is a rude thing to say to someone that has done so much for somebody. And it feels cold. It's like basically, let's symbolize this container of Clorox wipes as me having some serious shit to go through. And I'm looking for someone to help me through it just a little bit, not all of it, just a little bit, so I can, see the bottom of this thing eventually. But okay. And yet, rubbernecking me, motherfucker. And yet, after all that I've done for them and helped them through their stuff, they basically just, oh, you want help with this? No. It's like, ouch. It hurts. But you know what? I know that they don't have my back. And that's fine. I'm not going to cry about it. Does it upset me? Yeah, but I'm not letting it ruin my life for it. I'm not. Hang on. So well, all right then. So all these problems are at a rise mainly because people cannot escape from themselves, nor can they escape the truth of who they actually have in their life. Okay? And quite frankly, it shouldn't have taken a pandemic to force you to stay home for more than a day. We have been brought up in a society where it is looked down upon if you stay home all the time. It is looked down upon if you are sick and you want to stay home. We have treated our mental, physical, and spiritual and emotional health like a rug. We haven't taken care of it. We never took care of it. Nor do we know how to take care of it now. And now, a lot of people are sitting at home and they don't know what to do with themselves. They're like, wow, I'm such an angry person. I have all this anger. Let me put it online. Like, really? Really? I have found out a lot of my friends that are politically inclined and that are so passionate about certain things are utter asses. But then again, when you share your political opinion, you're automatically an asshole. That's not right. It's not right. Can we just take a moment and get to know ourselves? Yeah, you live with your body and your thoughts and crap, but Have you really focused on what you like and not liking something that somebody else likes? So many people are lemmings and not enough leaders, you know? Me, I don't consider myself a lemming or a leader. I consider myself someone who's just tired of walking the walk and talking the talk and just being what everybody else wants me to be. Why would you put rims on an old, scratched up, what is this? Shoot, I don't even know what kind of car it is. It looks like an elongated Pontiac. Sorry, ADHD moment. But we're finding out that everyone has worn masks, and when they're home and they can't keep up the facade anymore, they're realizing, who the hell am I? Who the hell did I marry? What is this? Quite honestly, I can't answer those questions for you. Only you can. Only you can answer those questions for you. I can't answer it. Your spouse can't answer it. Your kids can't answer it. You would think you would know your kids better than anybody, and because you did carry, if you're a woman, you did carry them for so many months, or you've been there for their first steps, first words, first preference. Like, for the longest time, my mom swore up and down I liked yellow. I probably did, but then it changed. I started liking one color. Now I like whatever colors suit my moods. So, I like rainbow. When someone asks, what color do you like? If you can answer too quickly, chances are you've rehearsed it and you married it. Thing is, you are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to change your preferences, your mind, your personality. Just because you're afraid of people not liking you for changing or being yourself, that shouldn't matter. You have to be yourself. I remember the moment when I started trying to be myself. Everyone freaking hated me. Nobody could understand me. Nobody wanted to get to know me because everyone already thought, I was, in middle school, everyone I grew up with in school, they automatically just said, imagined me as that kid in kindergarten. Little did they know, I changed. Every year I was different. But everyone else did not. I noticed that. The lack of friendships going to school, I've learned to be quiet and people watch. Even though I didn't bother anybody and I didn't do nothing, I didn't talk to nobody, I kept to myself because I didn't understand these people. I changed every year, and yet these people still were the freaking same. All the girls liked Lisa Frank. I loved Lisa Frank, but I didn't want all her stuff. All the boys liked Power Rangers. I liked martial arts, but I wasn't a fan of Power Rangers. Girls were supposed to like girly things. Boys were supposed to like boy things. I liked bugs, guns, I liked colorful stuff and flowers. I loved art. I liked baseball. I was not a typical person. I was myself, and I was discovering myself every freaking year. And I learned something about me every year. That is the mating call of a tiny pee-pee. That was really mean. I'm sorry. I just find it very annoying. It's a Mini Cooper. Why would you soup up a Mini Cooper? Why would you soup up a Mini Cooper? Answer that, please, in the comments. Who would soup up a Mini Cooper? Jesus. Anyways. Every year growing up, I was different. I changed. Things changed about me. I reacted differently all the time. I changed all the time. Until finally, I had a multitude of rough drafts of me. Until finally, I got a good template. And I built on that. I'm still changing and I'm building a template on that. When you change for the better, you're growing. First off, you need to focus on how you react to things. That's the first thing to do when it comes to getting to know yourself. If you don't like getting mad and getting your dander up, then choose not to. If you don't like drama, stay away from it. If you don't like, certain things about, your life or something about your personality, then change it. Change how you respond. Change your surroundings. You can actually try and attempt to remove yourself from certain lifestyles and situations. Why the fuck is everyone rubbernecking? Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. But, sorry. There's a lot of pollen everywhere. It's not the Rona. It's allergies. So, even though, a lot of people say, oh, my home life is so terrible, I can't very well just remove myself from my environment. That may very well be true. But those kind of environments do make you stronger if you've mastered to... It's kind of a sense of ignoring, weathering the storm. Your peace is inside you. It doesn't very well have to be out there in your surroundings. Your peace is within you. A lot of people, when they say they want to clean their home because they want peace and order, they don't have a full concept of peace and order within themselves. So if they have an external visual of peace and order, they feel that they can adopt it within. That's not always the case. I used to feel that way. I used to feel that way. But no. It's not always that way. I used to rearrange my room, go through things, get rid of stuff. It just didn't, pan out the way I wanted it to. I thought if I had a visual of peace and order in my life, I would obtain that. If I had a visual of being successful and, I actually thought, if I bought this book and read it from cover to cover, I would be smarter. I would be able to be more successful in school. But that never worked out because when I was younger, I thought if I owned this and read that, The problem wasn't the fact that I was smart or stupid. The problem was actually I didn't know how to apply it. Same thing with everybody and their emotional and mental issues, especially when they're locked up under the same roof with certain people. They can't visualize it, and they can't own that peace and harmony that they want in their family and under their roof. Thing is, they have to face the problems in their family or under the same roof or in their friendships or whatever, relationships, period. You need to address the problem, say, I'm feeling like this is the problem, and listen to people and listen to criticism, and then work through it. Say, hey, what do you think we can do? Now, if you have to do it as a collective, like more than like you and whoever is in the relationship, family, whatever, you have to do it as a collective and express your feelings for the person. Like if you have a kid and you feel like what you're saying ain't reaching them, just say, hey, I love you. I want to help. This is what I'm trying to do. Because a lot of kids, they don't really know what a parent's true role is. Because they only think surface deep at certain stages. But if you sit down with your child and you tell them, hey, as a parent, this is what I'm trying to do for you. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to guide you. And if you feel like you're having trouble with doing just that, just say, what can I do? To help you. What can I do to make you feel better, as well as maybe you can help me feel better? I know a lot of people, it's risky for a lot of parents to be like, I want, asking your child for help. It gives them a sense of pride, like they mean something to someone. Like they can actually, contribute something in the family, because a lot of kids have a sense of idleness, like they're not important and they're supposed to be home just living there. No, they need a sense of purpose. A lot of kids lack the sense of purpose and I hate to sound cheesy, and duty, because they're sitting at home twiddling their thumbs. And I've actually spoken to a lot of kids where they feel that their parents don't care because their parents are either stuck on their phones, stuck watching TV, stuck on the computer, and they don't say any words to them. There's no sense of family anymore. There's no sense of teamwork or partnership. When it comes to family, it's not just the parents ruling the roost. It's the parents taking charge and guiding their kids. Yes, give them chores. Yes, tell them they need to do certain things to earn their keep. I'm not to say that, if they don't do what you tell them to, you kick them out. No. Just ask them why. And they're like, I just don't want to do it. Well, I don't want to do this, but I do it anyways because it's my responsibility. You need to learn how to handle responsibility, because when you get older, you're not going to know what to do with responsibility and you won't know how to cope. You need to learn. Yeah, the kids are going to fight you. But if you keep on showing them that you have their back and you're not trying to take advantage of them, it'll sink through. Now, I'm not saying all kids are going to be able to fall in line on certain curriculums. Every child, every person is different. Like, for instance, not everybody likes rain. I love rain. Not everybody likes thunder and lightning. I love thunder and lightning. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. And don't judge each other or yourself. Be kind to yourself. Allow yourself to change. Allow yourself to adapt. Because the one key factor, the one key ability, superpower even, that human beings are supposed to have is the adaptability to anything. True. We can survive through anything. Not a lot of us are thriving, but, there are some that are thriving. It takes time and patience. Truthfully, it does. Time and patience. So, you just gotta try. Okay? Trust me. I'm not telling everyone this because it came so easy for me. It did not. I've made a lot of bad mistakes, and I've learned from it. This is coming from experience and a lot of hardship. So I learned. I learned. And I'm trying to share my knowledge so that people don't have to suffer the way I suffered. But you can't help everybody. So, I'll leave you all with this, and I wish you all have a really good day today, okay? Love and light.